Hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, what teams are going to give the Ravens the most problems this upcoming season? Look, I was sitting back, right? And I was thinking about the Ravens' turmoils, like the shooting ourselves in the foot and everything else. And I was thinking about, man, as much as I come at the Ravens stuff, you know, we're nowhere near being one of the worst teams. You know where I'm coming from? We're nowhere being one of the worst general managers, one of the worst coaches, nothing like that, right? But because of our problems, we're gonna say, in the playoffs with certain teams, not even certain teams, but philosophies, I was thinking, like, what teams would give us the most problems for this upcoming season? And look, I'm not saying Kansas City, because Kansas City is a no-brainer. They have won the Super Bowl 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 times. And they've been to the Super Bowl 4 times. So, yeah, they're at the top of the list. So I'm not even going to name that, because I believe it's kind of redundant to just keep naming, you know, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs with Andy Reid. You know, Andy Reid gets the most out of his team regardless of who is on the field. And if something works, Andy Reid will milk it until he wins. That being said, there are 2 teams that I think in the AFC that could give us problems or pose some uncomfortable questions for the upcoming season. And I know a lot of people's not going to pick these 2, but I just got a feeling. Yo, bro, you remember that one what's it called? Black Eyed Peas? I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. I definitely got one on this one. And it's 2 teams. And number 1 is the New York Jets. Now, look, I get it. Aaron Rodgers is talking like he's part of a government conspiracy program. And that's the leader of their team. Make no mistake about it. When Aaron steps on the field, Aaron is a great football player. That team has weapons, line, running back, amazing defense, and a coach that gets after it, okay? The only thing that they were missing was a quarterback to pretty much be the glue for everything. I think I said it's in another older video. If you have a quarterback, right, that does not turn over the ball, you have a chance every game. If you play great defense and a quarterback that does not turn over the ball, you have a chance every single game. And if Aaron Rodgers comes to play, they're going to have just that. That man has had seasons where he's only thrown 4 or 5 interceptions, bro. And he's had 30 touchdowns, 29, 28 touchdowns. The man don't turn the ball over a lot. With that type of defense, with consistent play from the QB play, oh my God. Oh. They can be a problem. I'm being real with you. I am being real with you. And look, here's the thing. Here is the thing. New York's big problem is they can't stay healthy. They've almost had the same problem that we've had, right? So if they can't stay healthy, well, all this goes straight out of the window. But if they can stay healthy, that's a problem. And there will be a problem. I'm telling y'all this right now. The New York Jets this upcoming season is going to lead their division in wins. Buffalo and Miami is going to have a hard time. They're going to come in as wild cards. I'm letting you know that now, if they make the playoffs at all. There's a good chance Buffalo doesn't even make the playoffs this year, if the Jets stay healthy. A very good chance. Because let me tell you something right now. You got Miami doing what they're doing, right? Miami got better. OBJ is your third receiver, bro. Like, you're going to have great cover guys for 1, 2, and 3. Your slot guy is going to have to do, because one thing OBJ can do, he can make plays. And if they can find out a way to keep him on the field, they're going to be a problem. And we already know when they're in a dome, oh, kiss it goodbye. I'm going to put them 70s on their voice. Any controlled, good weather, domed environment that they be in, count it. They're going to run up the score, bro. They're going to run up the score. So there's that for the New York Jets. So I believe that not only will they lead their division, but they'll be a team that we have to worry about moving forward. Now, the second team. This is, I think most people would see them as that, but, whatever. I don't know what it is, but I just have a feeling that the Houston Texans are going to be a juggernaut. I just got that feeling. It's lined up. That's why I said most people are picking this one. I just have a feeling. Look, we blew them out. We beat them down, right? With that being said, C.J. Stroud is going to go into next season with a top 4, top 3 wide receiving core. I want y'all to understand that. Like, how many teams can you say have a better receiving core than C.J. Stroud right now? Most people would say the Bears, Miami. Who else? 1 to 3? Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Nico Collins just had 1,300 yards. Dell was on pace for 1,200 yards. Man had 700 and something yards in like 8 or 9 games. Like, yo. So, yeah. And of course, you have the Bears also, right? So you have the Bears, Miami. Who else could you say has a top receiving core? I mean, you might be able to put the 49ers in there. But a straight just receiving core, 1 to 3. Texans have a top 3 receiving core right now. Top 3. Their defense flies around. And they can get after the quarterback. That's a problem. And their quarterback is a dog. Now, listen. Now, here's the caveat. We all heard sophomore slumps, right? Usually the guy in their second year has a slump from their amazing start because guys get more tape on you. They find out more of your tendencies. Your team figures out better what you do and how to figure out ways on how to combat the ways that they're trying to combat your normalities. What you go to, what you believe in, what you usually try to do. Because one thing with humans, we all have tendencies. You understand where I'm coming from? And they have a whole off season to study your tendency. That's the only thing that we can really hang our hat on when it comes to the Houston Texans. The only thing. Because let me tell you something right now. If he somehow usurps that sophomore slump and goes crazy, oh, they're going to be a problem. Hey, the AFC, I can say the AFC is going to be harder this year than it was last year. Because what you're going to have is even though I don't believe they'll make the playoffs this year, I think Cincinnati missed the playoffs again this year also. I know a lot of Cincinnati Bengals fans are going to get mad at me for saying that, but I think they're going to miss the playoffs again this year. You're going to have, let's just look this down. Looking right down the list. You're going to have the Jets, Jacksonville, Chargers, Chiefs, Ravens, Browns, Cincinnati, even though I think they're going to miss the playoffs, Steelers, that make 8. Houston makes 9. Indy looks like they're going to be good. That makes 10. Who else? Like, straight up, like think about all the teams I just named. Think about what Anthony Richardson was doing last year before he got hurt. That's why I put Indy. Indy got a receiving core, running backs with an S, tight ends. They got the whole shabab. Miami. Even though I don't believe Buffalo will make the playoffs this year, Buffalo will somehow crush a couple souls. Like, bro, like the AFC stacked. Stacked. Hold on, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run this down real quick because a lot of times, you gotta show team, like you gotta break it down sometimes to show what you mean, like what they have at their disposal. Okay, so the Bills got Josh Allen and not much else, but when you have a good quarterback, right, you're going to win some games. So you got the Bills, you got the Dolphins, probably top 2 offenses in the league. The Jets, I believe, have one of the best well-rounded teams, right? Patriots, they're going to lose a lot of games. Then you got the Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals. All 4 of those teams are going to win some games. Now, I have the Bengals most likely missing the playoffs. Why? I'm not betting against the Steelers head coach. He's never had a losing season. He's winning about 9 to 10 games. Yeah, there's that. Browns and Ravens, barring injury, do exceptionally well against the Bengals. If they're not heavily injured at the quarterback spots, they're going to beat the Bengals or at least even split it. So the Bengals are going to have to, the only team in the division that the Bengals do well against is the Steelers. That's only one, but the Steelers do well against the Browns and the Ravens. So, yeah. All 4 of them are going to win games, right? Think about it. The Ravens got a good quarterback. Browns got a good quarterback. Or they're hoping that their good quarterback regains his good quarterback nature. The Steelers got 2 quarterbacks. One of them has untapped potential, and another one that's an extremely seasoned veteran. And the Bengals have a good quarterback. Boom. Texans, good quarterback. Jaguars, decent quarterback. Colts, decent quarterback. Chiefs, best quarterback. Raiders, upstarts. You know what I'm saying? Chargers, crazy head coach with crazy upside because they're going to be running a lot of stuff they're going to be running crazy wishbone stuff, which a lot of these teams are not built to stop. So they're going to score points. I'm letting you know this now. And then you're going to have Justin Herbert in the back being able to just bombs away and hit the long ball. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way the hardballs play football. See what I'm saying? So outside of all these teams, Titans, Broncos, who else? And Patriots are the only teams you don't got to worry about. Every other team got a shot. Because most of the other teams got quarterbacks. And as much as I don't think the Bills or the Bengals are going to make, they got good quarterbacks. I don't care what anybody says. Burrow is still a good quarterback. Josh Allen is still a good quarterback. When you have a good quarterback and you can play decent to good defense, you have a chance. And that's what they got. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. But out of those teams, and we're not counting the Chiefs, Houston and the Jets are going to be our biggest adversaries. Now, look, I can easily, listen, I might make another list because I might throw the Browns in there. But the Browns solely land on the cusp of if Deshaun Watson can stay healthy and can he even play, not even to what he did in Houston, but 80% of that. If the Browns can get 80% of Deshaun Watson, they're going to be a problem because that defense is no joke. No joke. So I might make another list going forward with the next level of 2 teams that could cause us problems. But right now, the top 2 teams, and we're not bringing up the Chiefs because we already know they are. They're the winners for the Baltimore Ravens, Houston, New York Jets. But what do you guys think? Who do you think will be the top 2 teams outside of the Chiefs to give the Ravens a run for the money? Not only for the AFC title being the best team in the AFC, but if we have to go against them, who's going to give us the biggest problem? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's the episode of the Wonder Kind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out the Wonder Kind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, right here, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wonder Kind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wonder Kind Show. This is your host, Nacho, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.